What's going on, guys? I appreciate you joining me here on the Civility Mindset channel. Today, I'm not showing any guns. I'm not doing anything like that. But I'm here to talk about a few things that people need to know about. I'm going to try to make this video quick. I'm not a lawyer and I am not legal counsel, so do not take my advice as that. But you can take my advice as somebody who is a gun owner and somebody who is under attack like you all are right now, most of you anyway, with this whole brace thing, right? We clearly know I own braces because I have been compliant with the law, or not law at all, rulings, right? Supreme Court rulings and stuff like that. But this is not law, and it is an egregious overreach in all things that come by the Second Amendment. But anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, guys, there is a trap right now that is going on that the ATF is hoping you do not see. They hope you do not see. They hope you're stupid and they hope you are ignorant. They want you to send in your forms for submitting for a tax stamp. Now, if you submit for the tax stamp, you are going to have to submit prints, give your address current, and also a photo with your SBR. So it's not an SBR, it is a pistol. This has been the rule for years now, 10 plus, and now out of nowhere they want to change it. I know why they want to change it. I'll get into that a little later. But the reason why they want to change it is so that it is no longer a automatic style rifle, right? We know that's bullshit. We know that shit don't even make sense. They have no idea what they're talking about. Most people who hate guns have no idea what they're talking about with weapons anyway. But there's something with this submission that is very fishy. And what people need to understand about the submission is that in 88 days after you submit it, if you have not been processed and you have not submitted it, if they have not submitted it for review and it is up for review and you either get denied or they have not received that file yet or that paper on your current SBR, you have now just sent them all the evidence they need to come kick down your door, and they will, because after 88 days, and you can look this up, it's not that hard, after 88 days, you have been holding and had and created an NFA item that should have been already documented prior to you creating it, buying it, whatever. Even though you have been in complete compliance with the law, you have just admitted to them that you had an SBR, you sent all the documentation in, paperwork, your name, your address, your everything, plus a photo with the SBR. Now you have given them all the information they need to come knock down your door, because on day 89, not day 88, not day 88 and a half, day 89, they had now submit that paperwork and send it to their action squad, whatever they got going on over there. I don't know what those little idiots got over there, but sorry, Lord, for my language, but those schmucks over there are setting people up for failure because they know, right? Let's say there's 23 million weapons that are about to be registered for this SBR amnesty. That's a lot of guns. I don't know about y'all, but the ATF can barely take what they can now with suppressors, right? So it takes a whole year for them to get to the suppressors. They're talking 8 months now for suppressors. When this shit goes on and they start sending, and people are doing this right now, I'm sure there's some schmuck out there that was sending in the information right now, taking a picture. Ha! doing all that dumb stuff, right? This man, woman, whatever, is sending in their information and legitimately, I'm sorry, I got some stuff going on that I'm watching, and legitimately these people don't realize that let's say there's 13 million people behind them that are sending in their information, or ahead of them that are sending in their information. So you mean to tell me you got 88 days, right? I have it written right here. You got 88 days after you sent those forms in. Who knows when they got the form? Let's say they got it 3 days. No, they say you sent it and it goes to their desk immediately. Not even a few days after, right? Immediately. They got it and they filed it. You still have 88 days after the other 30, let's just say 13 million people that have sent out their forms to get to you. So now, do you think, honestly, they're going to get to you within 88 days? Do you think they're going to get to your form in 88 days? If you do, you were an absolute moron. The reason why they're doing this is so that you incriminate yourself. You self-incriminate your family and your household by sending this information in. That's the enemy telling you just how stupid you really are. And if you send this information out, there's nothing they can do about it. It's on the way. It's either going to get passed or it's not. So you have been withholding information from the law at this point, in their eyes, to the courts, because you are admitting that you had this and you had done something wrong, when in fact you haven't been doing anything wrong. You've been complying for years, and there has been nothing to say that you haven't been complying for years. So what I would do, which I already have done and am doing, is contact the lawyer who specifically deals with gun trusts, and get you a gun trust that makes you the sole proprietor or owner or whatever have you, the entity for that trust. You can do it in a corporation. I can do it under my LLC. By the way, guys, I am now the proud owner of Civility Mindset LLC. So guess what my gun trust is going to go under? Because it's a legal document, and the thing is you cannot, and please do not send your information for a trust right now, because the ruling has not yet been confirmed. So the moment the ruling is confirmed, if it all is confirmed, then you send it. Then you put in for the trust, and then that form will be, I think it's a Form 1 or Form 4. I don't know. I'm not the lawyer. My lawyer will be handling that. But when I submit my paperwork in for the trust, I will submit and have to pay quite a bit of money, but I don't really care, because I get to give these to my children. I get to give my suppressors to my children. I get to give all these things to my children and my family, God forbid, in the event that I die. So no weapons can be taken from my home without the law, the courts being involved, actually. So God forbid, if I died, they can't just come over to my house and start grabbing shit. This is why I'm also building a trust. So now, keep that in mind, guys. They want you to be stupid enough to go and put those things on paper and send them to them. So please don't do that. This is just me warning you guys. I've done my research enough, and I know that I will be just building a trust. My trust will have pretty much my entire family on it. So then this way also, if they are on the trust, I can say my son turns 18 to 21. I can legally give my son certain things, and if I died, he'd have them. But if I just went out to the gun range and say I left to go get some ammo and came back, and there was some douchebag ATF agent on the range, and he's checked to see if my suppressor was legal in his hands, he would look it up in his little douchebag computer, and he would see that my son, or my sons, I should say, are on the trust, or the wife, or my mom, or my dad, whoever. I don't really care who would be on it, right? this person would be a felon, and you as well, if you didn't have, if you weren't in the presence of that item. So in that, in that right there alone, it just makes you understand why a trust is very important. Now, if you don't have SBRs, if you don't have, SBRs, if you don't have NFA items, you don't have to worry about this. And this, you should actually, I don't even know why you're watching this. But if you do have soon to be non-compliant NFA items, well, you might want to consider a trust over sending your rifles and your fingerprints and your identification and your whereabouts and your idiocy. Because the moment you do that, you are not getting, I'm sorry, 88 days, you are not getting that done within that amount of time. It's not gonna happen. They will see you after 90 days. They will see you after 4, 5, 6 months. They will see you after 8 months to 12 months, because that is about the same time right now it is to get suppressors. But anyway, listen, that's it, guys. I just wanted to give you guys my advice on this whole thing before it's too late. I don't want to see any of the people that have subscribed to my channel getting in trouble for trying to comply again with the law. There's nothing wrong with complying with the law, because that's what we do. We are law-abiding citizens. But there is something wrong with a tyrannical government trying to make overnight felons and self-incriminate themselves. That's some bullshit. So I just wanted to get you guys aware of that and make sure that you guys do not fall for the trap, because it is a trap. Anyway, guys, get out there and train. I love you guys. Be safe. Peace.